play detective on my good life so bad. Like, can y'all worry about them unpaid bills y'all got? That stinky y'all got?
Letting everybody raw dog you. So when I heard her say that, I said, nah, she a disgusting little old mother. She stay at the clinic.
Sexyy Redd just shook the internet to its core after word broke that she's pregnant again. And the rumored father, none other than Boosie. But before anyone could even catch their breath, Boosie jumped online with so-called receipts, blasting Sexyy with claims that she's got an STI and swearing he'd never lay up with her like that. This turned the whole mess from gossip into all-out destruction because fans are saying loud and clear there's no way both of them walk away from this clean. Some are even whispering that Sexyy might have masterminded this whole circus from the jump. Now, the biggest questions spinning through social media are, who's really lying, Sexyy Redd or Boosie? And did Sexyy just pull Boosie's name into this storm for straight up clout?
I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My cold pink, my nutsack brown. Where the hoes who trying to get choked. Where the hoes trying to eat me out my clothes. I'm looking for my 7 baby mammy. I'ma be a good daddy, yeah.
So, rumors of Sexyy being pregnant with Boosie's child have been going around for a while.
See, these pregnancy rumors been bubbling for a minute, but Sexyy pretty much lit the match herself when she dropped a spicy photo from bed with a mystery man right after they hooked up. The only clue she gave, dude had an ankle monitor on his leg. Then Sexyy added that bold caption, "I like messing with drills, dreadhead Keela." Thing is, fans noticed something off. Sexyy usually flashes the faces of the men she's with, but this time she kept it low-key, only showing legs. That's when the internet detectives clocked in and all arrows pointed to Boosie. Why? Because right when Sexyy posted that flick, Boosie just so happened to be strapped with an ankle monitor too, all thanks to his ongoing federal firearm possession case. Fans wasted no time putting 2 and 2 together. They were sure it was Boosie. The comments exploded with people asking if he was Sexy's new baby daddy. And when she started liking some of those comments, folks took it as the ultimate confirmation. But Boosie, oh, he was heated when he caught wind of the rumors. He didn't waste a single second. He ran straight to X and went off on everybody daring to put his name in the same sentence as Sexyy Redd and baby daddy. He clapped back hard, denying any ties to her, claiming he was out of town with his daughter. He posted, "I'm blocking all you MFs in my DMs asking if that's me in the picture with Sexyy Redd. Y'all see that ain't my ankle size or color? Find someone else to play with. I'm on vacation with my daughter." But instead of clearing things up, his angry tone only set off more alarms. Why was he reacting so strong if it was just a joke? Fans started whispering that maybe he didn't want the world to know he'd been creeping with Sexyy, let alone people thinking he could be tied to her with a child. And just when everyone thought the denial was the end of it, Boosie pulled an even wilder move. He brought up her medical records. Yes, her alleged STD reports. According to what leaked, Sexyy might have been carrying something long before she ever linked with Boosie. That's when the internet fully lost it. The comment sections turned brutal, with people tearing Sexyy apart and even throwing wild accusations like, when will they arrest her and charge her with 50 counts of spreading a known STD? This whole situation hits even harder because Boosie is diabetic. And if the rumors about Sexyy are true, that could be dangerous for him. People online started praying for Boosie's health, saying his body already has a tough time fighting off infections. But to really understand why this blew up so fast, we gotta rewind the clock. For months, whispers were floating that Boosie and Sexyy Redd were way closer than either of them wanted the world to know. But the real spark came when Sexyy made that bold claim that she's basically the modern-day version of Boosie.
We both from the hood and people respect our ratchetness.
She said it right around the time people were comparing her to Kia, and Kia was clowning her non-stop. Everyone thought Boosie would drag her too. But instead, he shocked everybody by siding with her. Boosie publicly said he actually agreed, admitting she reminded him of himself when he was first coming up. He explained that when he dropped his early ratchet tracks, folks didn't like the music, but they still respected it. And that's the same energy Sexyy gets today. People talk down on her sound, but they can't stop turning up when her songs come on. And that moment showed a totally different side of Boosie. Normally, he would have been on X tearing her down and calling her out. But instead, he went soft and showed her respect. That one comment made fans believe there was definitely something more going on between them. Out of nowhere, fans started piecing together old clues they had brushed off before. Like that time Boosie popped up in the music video for Sexyy Redd's collab with Glorilla, What You Know About Me. Word on the street is Boosie didn't even get paid for that cameo. But he was all smiles doing it, because back then he was trying to cozy up to Sexyy. Then came that viral clip of Sexyy promoting one of Boosie's shows, and the way Boosie reacted had people talking. He was full on giggling, cheesing, and running his mouth like a teenager after catching a glimpse of her moose knuckle, like it was the first time he'd ever seen one in his life. Fans couldn't help but wonder if he was that excited over just seeing Sexyy, what were the chances they were already locked in a full-blown situationship?
Is that Glorilla, man? Hi, Glo. Jeremiah. Ooh, Glo, that moose knuckle. It is amazing. You have a boxing glove between your legs, honey. And I'm impressed. I'm buying every album from now on. I think the next single should be Moose Knuckle. Glo, I'm impressed. I've been looking, you've been turning it up, Glo. I mean, hey. Moose Knuckle, next single.
That's when fans really started sounding the alarms for Boosie, because let's be real, rumors been swirling for ages that Sexyy isn't exactly the cleanest out here. And if Boosie was tangled up with her, people feared it wouldn't take long before he caught something serious. Right on cue, fresh whispers started spreading that Sexyy wasn't just infected, she'd allegedly been passing it around. The streets went wild when Sexy's own baby daddy stepped in and confirmed the rumors. He claimed she was out here deliberately spreading STDs, and he dropped receipts to back it up. His medical records. According to him, he got tested a while back because he suspected Sexyy had passed something on to him. Luckily, the blood work came back negative. He even explained that he dodged a bullet because you can only catch herpes during an outbreak, and at the time he slept with her, she wasn't flaring up. But that's not all. He accused Sexyy of purposely trying to infect him. To make it worse, he leaked a recorded phone call where he pressed her about it.
Why you lying? Do all your know what's going on with you? Do you tell him you burn it, or do you lie to him like you did me? Or is you lying to the how you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell him the truth? Or did you tell him the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey. And when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it gangster? You that's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then you told me you had that shit. So if y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work, this how this work. You can't get rid of that shit. If you fuck somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract it.
And the crazy part, Sexyy didn't even deny having an STD or trying to pass it on. She just got defensive and tried to talk around it. Her baby daddy doubled down with a savage caption, "Y'all favorite rapper?" She said she burning everybody getting burnt. You gotta be strong for that Northside P, cause it's not for the weak, and I'm the weak. That bombshell set off a nasty back and forth. Sexyy fired back, calling him a liar and flipping the script by saying he was only dragging her so she wouldn't expose him for being gay. But fans weren't buying it. To them, it sounded like classic deflection, and it did nothing to clean her image. So when her name later got tied to a pregnancy with Boosie, people didn't just see baby drama. They saw a dangerous pattern. That's exactly why the public didn't hesitate to believe Boosie's so-called HIV receipts, because months before the pregnancy rumors, Sexyy was already being accused of passing infections around. After linking up with Gucci Third Leg, the same dude already exposed for burning multiple women with HSV2, Sexyy tried to clear the air. She jumped online to address the Gucci rumors, but her video only made things worse.
Every time y'all see me with a nigga, y'all think I'm fucking him. Like, can I just chill? Can I hang out? God, I'm a grown the superhero. Leave me alone.
She denied ever actually dating him, but she completely dodged the STD part, which left fans saying, okay, maybe she didn't date him, but she could have still hooked up and gotten burned. So when Boosie leaked those medical papers, it didn't feel like some random smear campaign. It lined up perfectly with what people had already been whispering about Sexyy for months. But here's where it got even more twisted. There was no world where Boosie was ever gonna accept being labeled Sexy's baby daddy, or even admit to smashing her, because her name was already toxic in the streets. Even his rivals were clowning him. Charleston White flat out called her contaminated and reckless for bragging about going raw.
Sexyy Redd, man, straight out of St. Louis. She's currently turning down $40,000 features.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that can contract. Hell, you talking about she too motherfucking nasty, mannish, filthy at the mouth, and she ain't got them high dollar weed. Everybody done
Yeah, she said that she had chlamydia 2 times.
Yeah, so if she said 2, time it by 6, cause you know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. You know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. Time it by 6. Hell, you talking about? You motherfucker ain't no motherfucker tell this flat out telling the honest to God truth. Give him some leeway or add something to it.
So, if Boosie really did hook
And if Boosie did mess with her, it suddenly made sense why he rushed to push those HIV papers out. He was scrambling to protect his own name before Charleston, or anybody else, flipped the situation against him. But Sexyy didn't make it any easier on herself. She posted a wild IG story from the hospital with the caption, "Me at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why my cat stink." That clip spread like wildfire. Then Chicago rapper Vaughn of 1700 poured more gas on the fire by blasting her on Facebook, claiming she gave him an STD too. He wrote, "I just got out the shower and my D still stink." Fans couldn't believe it, dragging Sexyy even harder, saying too many men had the exact same story about her. Man, this whole saga just kept getting messier. A few days later, Vaughn of 1700 came back with an update on his post, and that's when he finally admitted he did hook up with Sexyy the very same night he claimed his situation wasn't right. Fans were like, wow, so it's true then? With all that history floating around, it's no shock that Boosie nearly lost it when whispers started flying that Sexyy was pregnant by him. And then Sexyy herself went live and casually admitted her ex had infected her after running around with multiple women raw. That confession had fans shook, because if she could drop that kind of bomb with no shame, then Boosie leaking her medical records didn't sound like some random smear campaign anymore. To the public, it looked like pure damage control, especially with a pregnancy tied to his name. Boosie never outright confirmed or denied if he was infected himself, but one thing was clear, he was furious about being labeled Sexy's baby daddy while all her medical business was spilling across the internet. Meanwhile, Sexyy shocked everyone by suddenly going quiet. No clapbacks, no posts, nothing. But when she finally popped back out, she flipped the script completely. Out of nowhere, Sexyy started hinting that NBA YoungBoy might actually be the father. She fueled the fire when a fan joked under a picture of YB saying he must be ready for his 22nd child. Sexyy jumped in and quoted it, writing, "I'm ready." And she didn't stop there. Sexyy doubled down with another post, sharing an AI-generated photo of herself looking pregnant with YoungBoy holding her belly like they were expecting together. That stunt left fans torn between disbelief and straight-up chaos. Sexy's sudden pivot only made her look desperate, like she was scrambling to pin this pregnancy on anybody. And that brought the conversation right back to the burning question. If Boosie really had nothing to do with her, why did he feel the need to throw her HIV status out there for the world to see? Some fans weren't even buying the baby story at all, calling the whole thing a straight-up PR stunt. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. "You're going out sad. Doing all this just to stay relevant is crazy." But then came the twist nobody expected: silence. Sexyy Redd, the same one who never misses a chance to clap back, hasn't said a single word since the rumors exploded. No ultrasound, no receipts, no proof, nothing. And Boosie, for the past 2 days, he's been ghost too. No posts, no denials, not even one slick comment. That silence left fans with one brutal question. Was this entire situation just a stunt, or is Boosie really hiding a baby in a positive test? Because think about it. If the report was fake, that means he tried to nuke a woman's entire reputation just to dodge baby drama. But if it was real, then he exposed one of her most private truths just to save himself. Either way, somebody's lying, Somebody's losing credibility, and the next time Sexyy Redd finally opens her mouth, everything could flip overnight. Right now, all we've got is silence, and that silence feels dangerous. One thing's for sure, somebody's career is on the line, and the fallout won't be pretty. Until then, every move, every post, every silence matters, because this scandal is nowhere near finished. If you want the raw updates, the wildest receipts, and all the drama that mainstream blogs won't break down like this, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment with your thoughts, and share this video with your people. I'll catch you in the next one.